Well, Martha's Kitchen is real. Martha's is a very good, very real nonprofit that has no evil. Uh, so the main bigwigs, the main important bigwig type people of Martha's Village just want everyone to eat and have somewhere to sleep while they figure out their life. So really, Martha's is just, so you can have nice things and nice options while you figure it all out, and go to whatever classes or doctor's appointments or things you need to get your life back in order, to figure it out, to get back on your feet. That's Martha's. There's fine food. Fine food is very, very good and honorable. The main bigwigs are very good, normal, honorable people, and they just want people to be fed, because hunger is a sad thing, especially in kids or people that are not healthy. And they're a normal, good nonprofit, but that's what you're looking for, is food. And then with Martha's, a good amount of food and nice sleep, and a lot of just help with your being able to live while you figure it out and get back on your feet, kind of thing. But they are good places. But a nonprofit doesn't really do anything else. Not really. And I had this lady talking to me recently, and she said, nonprofits are started by some victim that wanted to make sure those type of victims would never exist. Yeah, often. But they obviously don't get help from gods or something, or they don't go any farther than whatever they decide to provide. So you always want to influence people, because it's true. Some homeless person could walk with Jesus, master being homeless, turn it into something cool and amazing, and influence everyone everywhere to do it. Just like somebody who lives an alternative lifestyle could take their car that they've turned into like a mini home in a car and drive around Los Angeles and really inspire a lot of people to stop being depressed in a tent and try to live well and be able to run around and do fun things. And, some people say, well, I don't want to do more than treat the rich amazing no matter what crime they commit, and treat poor people like shit. Well, yeah. Everybody picks what they pick. So it's fun to influence people, to teach people to fish. So the Jesus theory is the ultimate theory. Teach people to fish, they can fish forever. So what are you doing when you're teaching them to live an alternative lifestyle like a giant that can walk on water? You're teaching them that whether they're rich or poor will never matter again. They'll run it and live just fine every which way, every time. And thank God, and hopefully no country and more is sitting on top of them and making it that impossible. And they can fly. And when you teach them to be amazing at every level, all they can do is fly forever. And it's a great blessing to give to others out there. But do people open nonprofits because they went through something? Yeah. Do they provide what they feel is something that makes your life a better place? Well, yeah. Sadly, I think they should work with gods more, because it doesn't pump out the better tomorrow you wish. If I had a nonprofit, I would, of course, as a God, know how to make a perfect way to make a perfect tomorrow, right? So I'd know to have the ideal university, take them from whatever uneducated or horrible things that make them feel like little ants in an ant farm that cannot be giants. So I put them in a nice education facility. I take them through a nice, beautiful, big education and teach them how smart they are, or if they're not super smart, how creative they are. Or if they're not super creative, how magically or spiritually or instrumentally amazing they are. Find what they are so good at and build it through academics or academies or things. Take them to a height of anything and everything that their brain knows they can be now, and let them be whatever they wanted, but with an easy opportunity to create products or services or things that would make them money and be able to be a livelihood for them. So see, a real God would come in here and just make a real difference, where the poor go in poor but come out amazing. And gods would know how to build that. So what you want to do is hope that people turn to my queen, my queen, my queen, and gods more and more and more and more and more until they religiously always do it everywhere. Because gods can take you anywhere. The power of God can take you everywhere. But humans just do the best with what they feel was going to make a difference or matter. And then when they're really, really good people, the gods throw in some stuff to help them out.